in this decision, the U.S. Supreme Court struck down a Louisiana law that regulated abortion providers. Specifically, it required that any doctor providing an abortion needed to have what are known as admitting privileges at a nearby hospital. And the U.S. Supreme Court, in a very narrow 5-4 decision, looked at the law, viewed it as identical to a Texas law that they had struck down 4 years earlier, and therefore they struck this down as well. With the retirement of Justice Kennedy a few years ago, many people thought that there would now be a clear majority of 5 justices on the U.S. Supreme Court to overturn the entire Roe versus Wade set of decisions. And with Chief Justice Roberts' decision to join the liberal group on the court on this particular opinion, it showed that that's not the direction that the court is going to head in. It's not going to do a nice, clean overturning of Roe versus Wade. So if you are a woman in Louisiana who at some point in time might want the option to have an abortion, it directly impacts you, because the law was going to really restrict the number of people who were qualified under the law to actually provide abortions. More generally, it's important to people because it lets them know that, at least under the leadership of Chief Justice Roberts, the court is going to continue to respect precedent. 2 things you want to take away from this decision are: 1, the court did not overturn Roe versus Wade. There continues to be a constitutional right to some degree to obtain an abortion in the United States. And 2nd, the Chief Justice, in lending his 5th vote to the 5 justice majority, did somewhat narrow the scope of the right. His vote is the pivotal one. So I think if someone just looked at a news headline that said, well, the court by a decision of 5-4 upholds Roe versus Wade, they might think, well, this is some sort of full-throated defense of Roe versus Wade, and that's not what it was. It was sort of by the skin of its teeth. Chief Justice Roberts, who is known as a critic of that decision, at the same time said, I'm going to respect precedent. So that's, I think, one critical thing, is that it's a limited defense of Roe.